I welcome you to another episode of our Sakuracraft SMP. We will focus today's episode on this base area of L and mine. It's actually really beautiful already in many aspects, and I'm so excited to see how this will evolve in the future. But there are a few things here and there that we can fix already to make this a lot nicer. Let's look at these buildings, by the way. They really are beautiful. I actually made a list, the base beautifying list. It's a long list and we won't be able to get to everything today, but the first one is a well here would be nice. We want to be building a well, and then I put some signs around, a small square here. I was thinking to have some kind of fortified staircase to go down, and then Elle made this kind of cliffside, and I thought about extending this cliff down this way all to the other side. Another thing that I wanted to focus on is there, I think it says pathway, make it a little bit more clear, not just using the path blocks, but we have this portal that connects to the nether roof, and it's a little bit in a funny place right now. Maybe we don't change the place too much, but just make the area around it a lot nicer. And then we also have this portal over there that actually connects to the normal nether, and I also want to change something about that. I actually want to make it fancy, I think I wrote on the on the sign. The other thing is that I personally, even though it looks quite majestic, I don't want this beacon here anymore. I want to put it underground so that we get all of the effects, but we don't have to see it. We also have to think a little bit about the whole area, because a beacon only reaches 50 blocks, and I think if I move over here to the storage building, I don't even get refreshed anymore. If we look in the inventory screen with the effects, the potion effects, you can see that it's running down and not refreshing. So maybe we just put more beacons, one in this area, one in the center, and one in the back. Before we start with all of that, we have to take care of something else. I may or may not have had an accident, and it looks like this. It actually was not an accident. I did it intentionally because these guys trade our books for mending and unbreaking and all the other stuff. And with the tridents that I got recently that I also started selling, I needed these books as well. And I just want some cheaper prices, so I lured a zombie in here and he also got these guys. Which would also be nice because currently when I need more golden carrots, I have to pay 3 emeralds instead of just 1. I brought some potions of weakness and a stack of golden apples. Let me fix this for now. I just hope that they won't zombify each other again when one of them is being cured. But I think they should be tracking me. Look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. They should be tracking me. So when one of them is being cured, I think they won't attack him as long as I stay in eyesight. Let's try this. Well, that went actually quite well. I think that was really nice. Let's look at the prices. This was a very expensive one with sharpness 5, but I'm mainly looking at mending. It's 3 emeralds now, and unbreaking is 2. This is perfectly fine, good enough. Let's also fix these guys and hope that they won't zombify each other again. And with a few minutes at the Enderman farm, I was able to get all of these tridents again. So I have 4 more Riptide tridents and 4 more with channeling and loyalty. I'm selling them for 20 diamonds currently, and I've already sold 10, I think, or at least 7 or 8. So that's actually quite good. Let's start with the well, and I already have a plan. So let's put an infinite water source here so that we can remove the well for now that is like this and dig it out a little bit more. I want to be using a 3x3 area, and I think I'll use this. And then we just want to go maybe 3 blocks deep, maybe 4. And then I want to place a composter here as if this was the bucket. And then we'll place black concrete powder, and we need a block underneath here, as this will be the ground of the well, which will look like it's going to be very deep. I think we should be able to do this. Let me get out again and get the rest of the water. I think I want it to be 1 block lower. Very nice. Let's put some deep slate and cobblestone on the walls from the inside so that it actually also looks like construction. And then we will also put some cobblestone and deep slate and mossy cobblestone combination around the edges of the well. And with that, the basic foundation is already done. I really like how this turned out. You can see I'm trying to make it a little bit darker in the bottom. Then we have the barrel down there, or the bucket, and we have all of these cobblestone, cobbled deep slate, mossy, around with a little bit of texture. Maybe we can add some buttons as like a few pebbles. And now we just put a small roof on top of this. And for that, we will expand this by one more and then use a barrel. And I think then I had one more again. No! Yeah, let me do this. And for the roof itself, I thought of having a dark oak slab border and then some cobbled deep slate in there as well, using some spruce trapdoors for some support as well. So that's what we have for the roof. And then I wanted to connect a rope and actually need this back. Oh no, it fell down again. Okay, it will be like this, and then a fence gate, then a normal fence, and then another fence gate on this side. And then we will have more fences going downwards, and maybe then adding a spruce and then adding some dark oak fences, because again, we're in the water, so it connects down to the composter. Let me put this in as well. Adding some grindstones to the side to kind of build the illusion that this is connected as like one thing. Sometimes they have like these things where you can roll it up and down. Maybe another button on the barrel just for some texturing, and a soul lantern in the middle underneath. And I think we're done with a small little well. Yes, I really like how that looks. I think that's a nice little addition that just makes this place feel a little bit more complete. There is something else that I wanted to take care of. I am not sure if I've mentioned it before or not, but as you can see over there, Elle at one point built a connection to our storage system with the creeper farm, so I will also have to add that. Right now there's only a hole down there, and I also obviously have to add all the cats. And sometime in the future we also have to think about this iron farm, which is producing like crazy. It's so solid. Elle really did a great job with this one. At the same time, it's a little bit too big. We were thinking about using this as like the interior of like a big build, but it just seems a little bit daunting to create a build that big, especially with an iron farm where you can't cut any corners literally. So I have built a connection from the creeper farm to the storage system. I used the old tunnel and then just connected to it underneath here. But there was no communication with Elle, and he thought we didn't need it anymore and he removed it. So right now I think the gunpowder just gets sent into one of the underground water tunnels, and you can hear and see in the bottom right water flows and just despawns, I think. So maybe in the future we'll have another episode where I optimize farms, and then we can extend the creeper farm and build something nice underneath there. For now, I think I will just build a little bit of a tunnel to get in there and have some chests. We also already sold 4 more tridents, so this is quite the nice income, I feel like. And it seems like people prefer the loyalty. It seems people prefer the loyalty and channeling one, probably for charged creepers, but I'm not entirely sure. Although I personally find the riptide ones just so much fun. But yeah, they're not very useful for combat. I seem to again have overestimated what I would be able to do within a week time. I think for the rest of this episode, which we will still get a few things done, we will transform this kind of cave and the portal, and then make this pathway look a lot nicer, and maybe add some kind of staircase to this area so that we have like a second layer. And then we can have another staircase down to the lowest area, and then we can add some kind of cliffs like there, or some other kind of separation later on to make these different layers feel a little bit more distinct. And then I think it could be a quite nice dynamic with this area over here, then the connection to this building. I did recently help out a friend who lost all of their stuff, and Creature thanked me. And this is very nice of you, Creature. Yeah, the slime blocks and the block of redstone. That's really good. I also don't really have an axolotl yet, and I like the yellow one, so he will become our friend. Maybe if you have any ideas for a name, let me know down below. We need to head out to a coral reef. And here we are. I think I have Silk Touch. That should be good. Do I get the block? Yes. What happens if I use Fortune? I still get the block, the dead one, and if I use Fortune, I don't get the fans. It doesn't really matter. I need the dead ones, but why not just collect the alive ones, and then if we have any extra, we are more flexible. And also we get the fans, which is nice. I didn't know it was an insta-mine. I think I'll be back with a beacon. I need lots of it. I think that's good enough for now. I didn't really focus on getting the fans or the bubbles. I don't know. I think with that, we have these 5 colors and we have over a stack each, even 2 of some. So I think we should be set and ready to go. Let me take my beacon again. It's such a pain to mine beacons though. Most of the other stuff, which is tuff, gravel and cobblestone, I have already. But there's one more thing. And I have one of it right here, a lodestone. I don't just want to be using one of them. So I have been ancient debris mining and am stealing a little bit from L. Let's smelt this up, craft some netherite ingots and craft some more lodestones. We also need chiseled stone bricks, I think. And let's see how many that is. 7 netherite ingots, so 7 more lodestones for a total of 8. I wish I had 2 or 3 more, but it's taking so much time already to find all of this netherite. And I want to get going with the build. I forgot that I still needed jungle wood. So here we go. And as the sun sets, we can actually get started now. There are obviously a few more sections to do, for example this connection over here, but this is how we're looking so far with the dead coral blocks, some cobblestone, some basalt, and then the lodestones, which I think they just look very good. They look a little bit like it's something valuable, which they definitely are, but at the same time they kind of fit with a road, with a pathway. And then I added some jungle wood. I actually wanted to use some jungle wood more because I think it's a little bit underused because sometimes it's hard to make work. Let's take a look over there because I have actually prepared something already. As you can see, I moved the portal back and I enlarged the cave a little bit. And then you can see some glass and a pit. Not a bottomless pit, but a pit with a magma cube down there. And I actually nicknamed him to Magma Cute. He's going to be our buddy and not despawn and stay down there. We obviously still want to transform this cave, so I'm going to grab some netherish blocks like the crimson wood and some warped wart blocks or the normal wart blocks, kind of some red color. Good old makeshift farms when you forget you need red nether brick. Just more waiting. I also grabbed some blackstone and some gilded blackstone. I really like the gilded blackstone, so I will just place them as I see fit. But I don't have a real plan right now. I'm just kind of trying to put things in here. And I really like the color red in the context of the nether. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I like where this is going. I think I like these kind of trees. Still work in progress, but what do we think? The contrast between the red nether brick and then the blackstone is quite stark, quite intense, but I don't dislike it still, so it kind of fits also with the crimson wood. Maybe we can think of a few details that we can add, just to add a little bit more character here. I continue to think that I like it. I added some flower pots with the mushrooms, with the nether mushrooms, and I think we're basically done with this area, but this transition still looks a little bit ugly. I have to think of something. I tried covering this in dirt, but then the other side doesn't look too good. So I have to try and think a little bit. Maybe I push it a little bit back and then put some stone similar to a cliff, just so that it doesn't look as awkward. I think we'll keep it as it is right now. I'm no perfect terraformer, as you can see. It's just something. This is also currently our access to our cactus farm, which I don't think I've ever shown, but L has built this recently as he needed green dye. So this is what's being covered by this building. Make sure to check out L. I have his channel linked down below. He should have a video coming out soon where probably he will show much of this progress that has been made here. And then in the next video, maybe we can also take a look inside as well. I also saw recently that, oh, we gotta exchange the stone here. I saw recently that L also has connected to the roof now. So if we go down here, we actually can access the other portal. Maybe we can get rid of the other one that's in the middle and just keep the one that connects to the roof. That was not planned. I don't want to die again. Can I even kill him? I think... Oh, I don't know. If he hits me once, I think I'm dead, or at least twice. Finally. Oh, thank God. I don't know. I was so stupid. I just went AFK on this here. And with that, I have my third death. Anyways, I was working on this staircase and I just tried to get the shape right. I don't want it to be straight, but a little bit with some character to it. So I think I will be using some walls and then again the jungle fences for the border. And as I'm working on this, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone that's been subscribing, watching my videos, liking my videos, commenting on them. You cannot imagine, probably maybe you can, but comments are so encouraging, especially when you talk about that you enjoyed particular things or just the way you enjoy my videos. Basically, all of the comments I'm getting are so positive. I'm very happy about that. And I'm just so excited to see where this journey takes us together. And I have been thinking, how could I engage you, my audience, a little bit more? And it's a little bit difficult when you only have a few views and maybe barely any comments on the video, because then it sometimes feels like you're talking into a void because nobody really wants to connect or talk. And that's fair enough. I don't really comment on YouTube too much either. But now that we have like a little bit of a dynamic going, if you have ideas for the naming for the axolotl, for example, just shoot a comment and let me know. And maybe I was also thinking I should just feature some of the comments that I really enjoyed or that are just some questions that you want answered in my videos. And now I just want to texture the stairs. As you saw earlier, I was oxidizing some copper. And I think I will just use that for flexibility. But in this case, I also want to use the semi-weathered copper. It just fits with so many colors because it has this orange, this red, the green. I think it works really nice together with the granite and then the jungle slabs as well. And now we only gotta axe and wax. And I just hope I don't click too much one too many times because then the oxidation is useless. Very nice. I think we're mostly done. Let's fix this, make this look a little bit nicer. And here as well, all of these pieces. And we can have another view from afar. And I think this really has some character. I really like how that looks. I really like the jungle wood actually. I never thought I would like it so much, but I can really see this place coming together. And with that, my friends, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment if you have something to say, and I appreciate you all. Thank you very much.